It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. Andy O'Reilly, Dave Cackley's back after assignment.
Yes, I had an assignment.
Assignment, and you said you had an assignment. So what was this?
Yes.
This alleged assignment?
I was shooting a thing at the Children's Museum, Grand Rapids, with Camdy Rudd, our esteemed reporter, and we were playing video games. We were taking a look at they had a Generation X part of the museum and a millennial thing. It was it had everything set up like a living room set up like how you and I grew up.
Oh, did they really?
The TV tuned to commercial, like you had in a loop. It was running like old commercials from the 1970s and early 80s. So yeah, it was really cool. And then they had a video game arcade that every game was a quarter. You had Pac-Man, you had Miss Pac-Man, you had Donkey Kong, you had the old USA versus Russia hockey game.
Really?
Centipede. Yeah, it was really sweet.
Fun.
It's really.
Did you bring quarters?
Cool. Yeah, I did. We played and I lost.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
That's a good assignment, man. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool and good TV.
Guess what I did yesterday?
You slept in, I'm assuming. Like
no, hell no. Same time.
Oh, yeah, really?
No alarm, nothing. Boom, right up, same time. Never fails.
Like I'll be up at 8 o'clock. Why
that
not?
Sucked. Yeah,
I don't have to be.
But.
Excuse me. But what?
Paying attention?
Yes.
I got in on the ELO fan club pre-sale, so guess who's got tickets to see ELO next summer too?
Oh, congratulations. Let me ask you, how much did you pay for those tickets?
We got them for face value this time.
Which were how much?
$150 a piece. Oh, dude, they don't give away tickets anymore. It's just how it works.
I can't.
And the days of you grifting along thinking you're going to get a free ride into some concert somewhere.
I will never pay for a concert.
Okay.
Ever.
Sit home.
Ever.
That's fine. You know, for us, we pay for a concert once or twice a year. Okay.
Hey, I'm good for you. I'm just,
I mean, it's not like the old days when concerts were $20 and you could go every other week to see some cool show. We just don't do that. So, once or twice a year to shell out a couple of bucks to go see a premium experience, I'm doing it, taking it.
Good for you. I just could never. I just wouldn't do it. I can't.
Of course you couldn't.
As a former member of the radio.
You can't even bring yourself to pay for your own rent.
Hey, no, look.
As long as I got a house to live in, I ain't paying rent. That's how it works. I'm Dave Cackley, for Christ's sake. I am not paying rent.
Look, it's not even an entitlement thing. It's not even an entitlement thing. I worked in radio for basically slave wages. I will never, and I was given concert tickets, and that was one of the best. You do not, and I cannot, in good conscience, pay money for any concert ever. I never have, and I've seen some great shows, and I will never go without somebody. Hey, here's some tickets. Like I said, I would go see ELO for free. I would not pay.
Yep.
Even if it were $20, I'm not paying.
Okay.
There you
go.
That's just how I roll.
Enjoy your night at home in July of 2019.
I know. I'll be out. I'll be out at the local watering hole.
No,
talking about the good old days, kicking back with a
because it's on a Tuesday night. You'll be in bed at 8 after you do your crunches.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And watch your illegal channels on Cinemax at your mom's house.
I'll be knocking out. I'll be knocking out another set of 25 push-ups. As long as it's up to 200, because I do.
Well, I'll be thinking of you.
And then, I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Have a nice sleep.
There you go.
Maybe read.
Are you going to wow us with some news?
Yeah, I can get into it, or do you just want to?
Oh, wait a minute.
Slamming at me.
I wanted to ask you something before we got into it, because we were talking a little bit about like the house of the 70s and 80s and all that. Now we're in the 2018s or whatever we're in.
Yes.
Have you found the Netflix secret category yet?
What secret category?
You haven't found it yet.
Netflix secret. What's the secret category?
Can't say.
Okay,
anymore.
you can play with me on this.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and I gave you some time to do a little research and find it. But there's a hidden category in Netflix. Have you found it?
No, I have not found a hidden category in Netflix.
All right.
What does that give you entrance into what? Okay, fine. You realize I don't care enough to search. If I find something, oh, what's this? And I'm like, whoa, oh, cool.
Hey, I'm just telling you that you got into Netflix like I told you should.
Yes.
And now I'm asking if you found the secret category. That's all I was wondering.
Okay, I don't know what that secret category is, but okay.
Something to think about. What do you got in the news?
All right. Well, we have a winner. The Mega Millions winning numbers are out, and a single ticket holder in South Carolina is now a billionaire.
Some hillbilly in South Carolina gets $1 billion. Whatever.
What South Carolina. That's gonna go a long way. I love it because it's always somebody in a no-name town in a no-name part of the country, and then they can live forever on it.
Living in a tar paper shack.
It's great. I love this. If they take the cash option, it's $913 million, about $600 million after taxes. So it's closer to being, half a billionaire. But anyway, still a nice chunk. Winning numbers were 5, 28, 62, 65, 70. Mega Ball was also 5. And there was another $1 million ticket sold at a gas station I believe in Granville. It was like the second $1 million winner in just the last 2 to 3 weeks. So
nice.
I hit 44th Street.
Well,
Granville.
Unfortunately, I didn't see Twin Lake BP Jack's Quick Stop anywhere on the list of winning places that sold tickets. So I guess that piece of paper in my wallet's going to sit right there for a while.
Yeah, but it's nice. So, yeah, we already, we at the station would get a group together and
Did you guys do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend Kenny takes care of it, and it's great. We always it would be awesome. I think about what we would do if we won. You would have to replace everybody here.
Oh yeah.
Literally, because I'm not coming in the next day. Nobody's coming in the next day. You'd have nobody here. The station would shut down.
Yeah.
It just would, because there's no way.
And honestly, Kenny seems like that kind of guy that would do that thing at your work. Kenny Ritz?
Yeah.
He's the one that will do the football pool. He's the one that'll do the lottery pool.
Yeah. Good dude. Takes care of things. And nobody would show up. And It's not that we hate our job. Everybody gets along and it's cool and everything, but you're not coming in.
Nope.
That's it. It's over. What else is going on? Some sad news. Former Supreme Court Justice Sandra Day O'Connor has been diagnosed with dementia.
Ugh.
The 88-year-old was appointed to the Supreme Court in 1981 by Ronald Reagan. She retired from the bench in 2006, ironically, to take care of her husband, who was dealing with dementia at the time. She was, of course, the first female Supreme Court justice. I remember how huge a deal that was in 1981. I remember being in third grade, and Sandra Day O'Connor, a woman, was on the Supreme Court. Glass ceiling shattered. Of course, they didn't talk about glass ceilings then. We would have known what the hell they were talking about. But I remember that. It was a very big deal, and maybe it would suck to have that. You were on the Supreme Court and you're not going to remember it. So one of those things about dementia, it's like you don't be really, really, really hard. To deal with that.
When my grandpa died, just before his final year, it was tough because my dad would go over to take care of him and things like that, and pop in at the retirement community and all that. And my grandpa would go, "Hey, can you help me find Pete and Bill?" And my dad would be like, "Well, I'm Pete." And my grandpa was literally like, No. Pete's just a little fella. He's about 3. And can you imagine going through that?
No, you know what? And it's one of those things. It's actually it's harder on the people around the person who's dealing with it. I think because I think if we stop for a second and just start to think, instead of thinking about us, thinking about the person, and just what they're going through, and maybe it'll be frustrating for them, but then they kind of lean into it a little bit. Because I had an uncle who had Alzheimer's and ended up dying, and it was just one of those. He was in another place mentally. It wasn't good or bad. It was just different, and it's. You kind of almost got to step back a little bit, because we're all getting older. We're all dealing with the family members. You're going to eventually deal with somebody who is in that place, and it's sad. But at the same time, you got to kind of think more about them than think about how hard it is on you.
Granted, but
many people do that.
You got, and I guess this is the question mark over the whole thing. When you got somebody whose memory's failing like that, are there times where that they do think that, okay, yeah, I know my my son is grown and he's, got kids of his own and all that other stuff now. But then they flash back to when their kid was 3. And,
right.
So that's where the confusion in their head comes from.
Right.
So, you got to, these are the question marks that hang over something like Alzheimer's, It's just a big, fat, hairy mess.
Yeah, we just don't know. We don't know enough about the brain and how the brain processes things. And you can't you can't empathize. That's one of those things. It's like empathy is one of those things that kind of getting lost, I think, in society in general. But that's one of those situations where you can't understand what that person is going through at all. And and my mom goes and visits a lady whose mind is basically gone, who kind of recognizes her but kind of doesn't. And I try to kind of put her mind at ease and go, you don't know what's going on in their head. Maybe they're smiling, maybe it's good. You don't know. I mean, maybe they're just in a different place in their head. And I like to think maybe when I'm losing my marbles, that I hope I'm enjoying whatever experience I'm having, sitting there, enjoying my Jell-O that you're feeding me, whatever. I try to look at the positive.
Yeah, that's right. Thinking back to the days when you got the high five Chuck Negron from.
Yeah, Chuck. Yeah, I'll be. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, Max will be questioning me because he'll be taking care of me at the time. I'll be in his basement, and then we're going. Oh yeah, it's Chuck Negron. Hey, it's my little boy Max. Max, where are you? Oh yeah, I'll be doing it. Yeah. Where's my pudding? I'll be like that.
That's what you'll be.
I like to think, I'm trying to put, because this is a really tough thing.
It is tough
for people to have to go through. But at the same time, I'm trying. I like to look on the potential positive side.
There you
whatever
have.
They mean.
Well, thank you, Dave.
All right. Finally, Muskegon County, a manufacturer, is expanding. A lighting manufacturer in Norton Shores, Smart Vision Lights, plans on moving into a new 36,000 square foot facility in Dalton Township. Vision currently employs around 30 people, plan on adding another dozen jobs. Not a huge thing, but, it's a positive and it's a good thing. And anytime you're adding more jobs in Muskegon, gotta take that as definitely a positive. So
we love it.
Very cool.
Watch
Sports. Pistons beat the Sixers 133 to 132. They improved to 3-0 on the season. Blake Griffin, a career high 50 points. It's early on. It's an 82-game season, but already a better season than the Tigers.
I'm excited.
Jesus. And,
I'm going to get one of them tank tops, and I'm going to get some of those mesh shorts. And I'm fired up for the Pistons. I can't wait.
It's it's a good sporting time for a lot of people in Michigan. Like Muskegon, you got the Lumberjacks. They're off to a great start.
Yep.
If you're a college football fan, specifically if you're a Michigan Wolverine fan, they're looking at a potential college football playoff berth for the first time. You got Pistons off to a great start. The Lions showing promise. Who knows what's going to happen with Red Wings this year? So, but it's a positive. It's but you got a lot of good diversions. We're
back to positivity. See how that spins around like that?
See?
Love it.
I do what I can for the peeps.
All right. Are you out of here?
That's sports. Yeah, I'm done.
Go have yourself a great Wednesday.
You too.